What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Manga Madhouse, a channel where I, Darian, take you through my manga collection journey. We talk everything from manga to manga collection tips to manga reorganization to manga recommendations, anything manga related, and just the whole fun of collecting manga. So if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail title of this video, in today's video we're going to be talking about manga I plan to read in 2024. Now, this list is very fluid. A whole point I'm even really making this list, or the whole point I'm really making this video, is to kind of get your input to help me point me in the right direction of things I should read. I have it broken down into quarters. So by quarters, I just mean, obviously January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. So I have just different manga series I want to read. The key thing is it's got to be something I can hopefully collect physically. If I don't already have it, I don't really mind getting it, but I do want to make sure that I go ahead and be able to purchase it and make sure I can read it all the way through. That's what I'm looking for. It's not necessarily has to be true for all of them, but it's just kind of what I hope for. That's going to be a key goal here. And then another thing is that hopefully it's just not too long. That's really it. So like One Piece will not be on here. I'm sorry. One Piece will not be on this list, at least not for this year, especially with the baby coming, as some of you already know. Or maybe I'll have more time. I don't know. That's something we'll figure out as time goes on, because I don't know a darn thing. This is my first one. So I'm going to be learning a lot here. But like I said, I have it broken down into quarters. This is not filled out all the way. So I have manga here, but definitely, I look for hearing back from you. Please, I'll probably create a poll on the community post talking about or asking which manga series or old classic manga series I should read. So we can kind of include that in here as well. I'm thinking maybe we can include it in the October, December, and you'll see why when we get there. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it, because I feel like I've been talking a lot. So for January through March, what I plan on reading is Blue Giant, which I think I'm within the first 12 chapters, 13 chapters I think I finished already. Tokyo Ghoul, and Happiness. So Blue Giant, if you're not familiar with Blue Giant, basically it's about this guy named Dai or Day. I don't know how do you pronounce it. I've never heard it pronounced. I've just read it. But this guy named Day, who essentially wants to become a basically a jazz player, and he specifically plays the saxophone. And the way he plays it, the way he feels about it, has people believe in him, but also it motivates them to do things they kind of want to do. So he has this friend who kind of wants to be, I think he wants to be in med school or something like that, or he wants to be a doctor. And just by seeing Day and how he feels about playing jazz, it makes his friend want to be a better doctor, wants to be better at practicing medicine, because he sees just how much Day is just infatuated with being the best jazz player he can be, despite not really being prepared. Going into medical school, going into the study of medicine, it helps him kind of be like, wow, I really can do this. So that's what kind of person Day is. And I think that's just really good. I really enjoy the story so far. I think it's something that you probably should pick up if you're someone that is in a place that needs motivation, because I'm someone, I kind of feel that way in my life right now, is that I need a little motivation. I don't have the best, I don't know how to put it, but it's hard to find motivation like within my circle, I guess is the best way for me to put it. So it's good to kind of see motivation come from other places. I'm usually a very self-motivating person, but it's cool to see it in the literature and art or whatever the case may be, to help me continue to do things like this channel and even just get better in my work life. So it's a really good read so far. Next, as I mentioned, is Tokyo Ghoul. I'm pretty sure you know what Tokyo Ghoul is. I've seen the anime. I've never read the manga before. I bought the box set, so I have all of the volumes. So I definitely will be interested in reading that, which I will put like maybe an asterisk by that one, just because of the fact that, if I'm not mistaken, Re is like a continuation of the story. So, or RE, I don't know. I'm going to say Re, but just know I'm talking about RE. So if that is the case, then maybe somewhere in this list we can add Tokyo RE or Re, however you want to pronounce it. It's easy to get. It comes in a box set, so I'll be able to get them all and read them. But just let me know what you think on that. And then next, last in this quarter at least, would be Happiness. I'm already 5 volumes in. I think I'm on volume 5. Happiness is pretty good. It's by Shuzo Oshimi, the creator of Blood on the Tracks and The Flowers of Evil, and I think there's something else I'm missing. But either way, it's a story about vampires. I still don't remember quite if they refer to them as vampires yet. They might have. They're definitely vampires. I just don't know if that's what they've been called in the manga yet. But the manga's pretty good. I like the art in there. I like the dark, mysterious parts of it. The last volume, volume 4, had all kinds of twists and turns in it. It's just an enjoyable read so far. So it's something. It's only 10 volumes. I should be able to get that done pretty fast. So I'm not really concerned. It's going to be light here. Of course, if I finish anything, I have like continual reads as well that will be part of this. So just know that there's some things that'll be ongoing that I'm constantly reading as well, not just this is all I'm reading. But yeah, that is it for Q1. And for Q2, I have Goodnight Poon Poon, which I have not read any of it yet, which I'm glad because I actually want to read through it this year. I know there's 7 volumes. I believe all 7 volumes are able, easy to buy. I know they may be out of stock on Crunchyroll sometimes or even Barnes and Noble, but I'm not too concerned about not being able to collect all of them physically. I have the first 3 volumes. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but I have the first 3 volumes, so that should be pretty easy. And then I have Promised Neverland as well for quarter 2, which quarter 2 once again is April through June. So yeah, Promised Neverland. I have all of that. I bought the box set. It came out in early December, late December. I don't remember when it came out actually, but it came out towards the end of last year. So I plan to read all the way through that. I watched the anime, from episode 1 all the way to the end. Did not like the second season, but I've heard that it skipped a lot of arcs that are very important to the story, very pivotal to the story. So I will make sure that I actually want to read that this year because I really, really enjoyed the anime. Did not like the second season, but I really, really enjoyed the first season. So if there was stuff that was skipped, I definitely want to check that out. This is where we could enter something. Maybe I think Akira might go here, which I have all of that. So maybe I don't know if you read Akira and you don't think that you think that's a tough amount of manga to read in 3 months, then let me know. But I think Akira could fit right there. Just let me know. Once again, once I have an idea of what the old slash classic series is going to be, I'll have a better understanding of kind of where it fits. Right now, I'm not going to try to force it or make the schedule around it. I think I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. So whatever ends up being the manga series you choose, that will be kind of how I decide where it goes. Obviously, it's not going to go in quarter 1, but it could go in any quarter after that. And I'll post that community post. It'll probably be up before this video is even out. So just if you haven't, go on my page and check it out and go vote. So then I know kind of where to add it. And I'll let you know where I add it when that time comes. And then Q3, which is July through September, I have just two really, really light series in my opinion. So there's definitely room for improvement here as far as I can probably increase the amount of manga I'm reading. But anyway, once again, Q3 is July through September, and I have Solo Leveling, which I know the anime just came out. I have not watched the first episode, but I plan on doing it pretty soon here. And I know also for the fact that I think the anime will be done by then, if I'm not mistaken. Not completely done, but as far as like what they plan on releasing, I saw something that they're not doing as many episodes as people thought. I don't remember the specifics of it, so I'm not going to sit here and rant about it. But as far as what's being put on Crunchyroll, I'm pretty sure I'll be done with Solo Leveling by then, watching the anime. So I think that would be a good point in time. July, September will be a good time to kind of, let's read the manga. And spoiler alert, I think I got the first 5 volumes of the manga, and I want to say it's 7. I could be wrong, but let me know if I'm wrong. Yeah, but I really want to check out Solo Leveling. The anime looks phenomenal. Outside of the anime, I don't really know much about the series. I've seen it, like going to Barnes and Noble. I've heard about it, watching other manga videos, but I have not actually watched it myself or read it myself. So I'm going into it completely blind, and I kind of wanted to stay that way until I'm, of course, watch the anime. Next, I have A Silent Voice. I know that I had that in my last manga haul. I think I got like the first 2, maybe 4 volumes actually. I don't remember. I think it was in part of a bundle on Crunch. Silent Voice is basically about this guy or this kid who kind of bullied this girl, if I'm not mistaken, and then She comes back. Actually, I could be getting that wrong. So we're not even going to talk about it because I don't really know too much about it. That's just kind of basing it off what I remember hearing from another manga related video. So we're not even going to touch on that. But it's something along those lines where kind of the boy gets his gets what's coming to him essentially by meeting this girl and realizing that he was a jerk. I believe it's somewhere around that. And I wanted to read something more wholesome. And as you know, maybe not wholesome, but just something a little more lighter. And also, as you know, I'm trying to diversify what I'm reading. So I felt like that would be a good read. But like I said, very, very light quarter there. That's where I fully expect to, if let's say, for example, the series that y'all pick is Claymore, I fully expected Claymore to go there, or Dragon Ball Z, Akira, whatever the case may be, something like that. I fully expect it to probably go here, but once again, depending on the series, I think we can make stuff work, and I might move stuff around. And then in October, Q4, October through December, another light area when it comes to what I plan on reading this year, which is, once again, that's where we can catch maybe another classic series. Honestly, I plan on doing 2 classic series. My goal is 1, but I want to overachieve and do 2. And once again, depending on what you decide, depending on what is voted on, I think that we can add another here. So this is where once again, a Claymore, Dragon Ball Z, or whatever intro long series here. Like I said, the main thing is that 1, it's got to be a classic / old series, and 2, I got to be able to get a majority of the volumes physically. Because once again, you already know how I feel about reading manga digitally. I don't mind it. I'll do it if I have to, like I'm doing it for Chainsaw Man. But the whole point I started collecting manga was to get a hobby that do not revolve around a screen, staring at a screen. Because I do it for work, I do it when I play games, I do it when I watch TV. So I'm trying to switch it up. So yeah, I definitely will try to pick something that I can just kind of read physically as much as I can. But lastly, October through December, we have PTSD Radio, which of course that will be read in October for the spooky season for Halloween. I plan on maybe adding an additional series there. I don't know. My goal around that time is maybe to look up more additional series, if not more series, definitely just more works that are horror related. So of course some Junji Ito, the guy who made Orochi. I don't remember his name. Sorry for that, but those type of creators, those type of mangaka, that is something else I can read, even though it may not be series. I know Orochi's a series, but stuff like Uzumaki, uh, Tomei, I believe, or I might be pronouncing it wrong, but stuff like that. Junji Ito collections, those can go in there as well. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a series, but hey. And then also Death Note. So Death Note, I mean, it's pretty simple. I just have all 6 volumes of the Black Edition. Death Note's one of my favorite anime. I just felt like I've never read the manga. This would be a good time to do so. 2 short series and probably a bunch of one shots could go there. I am looking for something like a little more wholesome for December because I think that would be cool to have something for that. But I don't know. We'll see as time goes. And then to kind of close out the video, I have some continued reads. So one is Wild Strawberry, which is something I'm reading on the Shonen Jump app. It's a really good manga so far. It's basically about this guy whose sister is a Jinka, which is like a plant monster thing, and she takes over his body, ends up reviving him essentially, and then they just kind of trying to get to the core in order to turn his sister back to human, and he met some people along the way. So far, so good. I want to say it's 12, 13 chapters in, and I've really enjoyed it. It started off kind of shaky, but really, it's really getting into it now. Green Greens or something like that. It's Green Greens Green maybe, I don't know. There's an S on one of the greens somewhere, but it's essentially a golf manga, and I really enjoy it so far. I actually have never played golf. I went to what is it called? What's the place where you go? Not Drive Shack. It's like Drive Shack. Top Golf. I recently went to Top Golf for the first time, and as someone who's right-handed, I found out I'm a left-handed golfer. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know anything about golf outside of maybe watching it on TV a couple of times. But I don't know the ins and outs. But so far, this seems like a pretty wholesome manga. That chapters are constantly coming out every 2 weeks or so. So that's something I'm kind of catching up on as it comes out. And that's that's something that's going to be throughout the year. I'm assuming. I don't know when these end. I haven't done like extensive research about like where these are going to go and how many chapters. So we're just going to go as far as the Shonen Jump app takes me, and I could also pick up other stuff. That's one of the main things I want to tell you about is that these aren't in stone, as in what I'm going to read is in stone, but I more than likely will add more. Is the point? So once again, the continued reads. I really like that golf manga. I think you should check it out. And then next I have the Boxer. I don't remember what chapter I'm on, but I really like the Boxer. I read it physically, and then I ran out of volumes. I know Volume 4 just came out, or it's been out. I don't know. I saw it at the store, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this came out. But the Boxer is really good. It's a very good manhwa. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. I bought it not thinking. It was one of the first manga I bought once I really was like, oh, I'm going to start collecting. Manhwa. It was one of the first manhwa I bought when I first started really collecting. And I didn't realize that it was a continued series, which if I could give you a manga tip, it would be to just do a little more research. I try not to get spoiled. That's why I don't research. So now I'm just trying to finish the rest up online. I haven't because I've just been so deep into Chainsaw Man, which next continued read is Chainsaw Man. I'm on chapter 148, maybe 150. I don't know. It's something like that. And I know that it's wrapping up. I know it only has like 154 chapters or something along those lines. I don't know if that's it. I don't know if after chapter 154 that's it. I'm not quite sure. Once again, I don't try to do too much research because I don't want to get spoiled. But I believe that that's wrapping up soon. I don't think that's going to take me the rest of the year to finish, of course. I don't think that many new chapters are going to come out. We'll see. But I love it. I love Chainsaw Man. It's pleasantly surprising because it's one of those things where you see it so often. You're like, okay, is this even really that good? And then I read it. I'm like, it's really that good. So if you, for whatever reason, haven't checked out Chainsaw Man, check it out. And then I just have a really quick list of just series I'm interested in that I might touch on or might, depending on what your feedback is. Bleach, I know I have to get 3 box sets, but I'm cool with that. I was never able to get in really Bleach the anime, but I had a roommate. I think I've told the story before. I had a roommate. He really liked Bleach. He has just like a questionable taste in just things he liked. So I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Also consider I really wasn't, the biggest advocate for it. So Bleach is on there. I see why people like it. I just don't like it. Not yet, at least. I don't dislike it either. So maybe I start reading Bleach. I have the first 3 volumes, so that's something I could probably read and be like, oh, I can decide right then and there whether I like it or not. Colorless. I know I can't remember the user's name, but I've talked to a guy in the comment section. In the comment section below, I don't know. I'm so used to saying comment section below, but in the comment section, and we've talked about Colorless, and he was saying that he enjoyed Colorless. I might be saying that wrong, but the only thing is it's not complete as far as physical copies, but I do believe it's complete online, so it might be one that I go ahead and finish. I do have the first 2 volumes. I've been looking forward to reading it, but once I saw that the rest is online, I was like, I don't know, especially considering, like I said, my whole list. So it is something I'm interested in. If I get enough like push on it, I might just go ahead and read it because 7 volumes is not long. I know I'd say I don't want to read something digitally, but it's something quick and easy like 7 volumes. I think I'll be okay. Also, I have Banana Fish. It's something I'm interested in. I have the first 2 volumes. I don't have the whole series, but from what I've seen, I don't think the whole series is hard to get a hold of. So we should be good there. That's really it. Gantz. I've mentioned is something I would like to read. Dragon Ball Z, which I've mentioned this in my last video about the older / classic series. That is the manga I plan on reading in 2024. Let me know what the manga you plan on reading in 2024. I'm thinking about creating a Discord. If you think that'll be interesting, let me know that in the comment section below as well. I think it'll be cool to I keep saying I want to build a community. We can't all just chat in the comments, which we do, and it's great. Like, I see people comment and say something about the video, positive, of course, because y'all, I don't think I've received a negative comment yet. So thank you to all of you. But I've seen people post comments and then that comment gets like 10 likes, that comment gets 5 likes, that comment gets 6 likes. So I just like the interaction between all of us, and I think it would be cool to have a Discord channel for us to just talk manga, talk about anime as well, just really like build a real friendship here, a real connection. So if that sounds interesting to you, please let me know in the comment section below. Just because I actually want to do it. However, I don't know if it's premature. I'm only at 700 subscribers. It's not like I'm this huge channel or anything like that. And I just don't want to do things prematurely, because the thing is, like, let's say the channel grows and I did it too early. It would kind of just be hard to kind of get people to convert to the Discord as well after, like a failed attempt. So I don't know. And that's just how I think. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, once again, please give me any recommendations that you may have. I'm just trying to find what I'm adding to my list. As of right now, I'll just go through my list one more time. My list is what I'm planning on reading in 2024 is, and this is based on my collection or what I have or what I know I'll be able to obtain. My list is Blue Giant, Tokyo Ghoul, Happiness, Goodnight Poon Poon, Promise Neverland, Solo Leveling, A Silent Voice, PTSD Radio, and Death Note. And I'm looking to add at least 2 more series there. So I will go ahead and put a poll out, and then y'all can go vote. Once again, the community post will already be up, so you don't have to worry about looking for it. Just go click off this video once it's done. Let that watch time kick in. But click this video once it's done and go over to the community tab and go to the post and vote there. I probably will have a other section as well. Just vote other and then comment which one you rather me read. So yeah, by the time you see this video, I probably won't even be in town. So that's another thing I got to think about. Or actually, I'll probably be back. Yeah, I'll be back by the time you see this video. Video's going on long enough. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I can never thank y'all enough for just supporting the channel. That last video I did talking about my manga collecting goals is like doing phenomenally. And is that even a word? I don't know. But yeah, I just look at this channel every day and I just smile, because I'm just so lucky to have guys like y'all to just support the channel just by watching videos, and just we're here to talk manga and just have a good time. I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.